Uja, good rising and great awakenings. This is Chetta Olmec here. So excited and grateful to bring you this amazing news and developments at HeruScopes. This is a most auspicious moment in time because we're in a phase known as the new moon and also Mercury retrograde. Here at HeruScopes, Mercury retrograde is nothing to be feared. It's a time we call the portal of Jehuti. It's a time when there's an opening in the areas of communication and advancements in technology. It doesn't have to mean that your computer is going to crash or your cell phone is going to break and have to be replaced. And at HeruScopes, the new moon is a time that we honor the goddess Chetta. Chetta is the goddess known as the Lady Scribe. She's the first female scribe, and she's associated with the arts and sciences of mathematics, architecture, engineering, sacred geometry, astrology, astronomy, music, business, accounting, and finances. So as you can see, she's very near and dear to my heart. The goddess Chetta is the female counterpart of Jehuti and an aspect of Ma'at Aset. She is the goddess of learning, construction, and letters. She is associated with Renenet. Chetta means the goddess of the seven. Thus she presides over the teachings which relate to the seven realms of creation. In this way, she is related to the seven Het Harus, who are supported by the divine bull of Ament, Asar. She wears a panther skin garment, symbolizing that she has conquered the lower nature. One more thing I'd like to add about Chetta is that she's symbolized by the lovely papyrus flower. So what's this exciting news and announcement from HeruScopes? Well, first of all, I must apologize to those of you that signed up to receive your free Lucky 13 HeruScopes way back in July. Yes, I'm still catching up to that list. I was completely swarmed and overwhelmed by the amazing response I got from this offer. Now, I don't know if you've been keeping up with my activities from the summer, but let me tell you, I was hit with some heavy-duty trauma and was just taken out for a few months. That's all I can say. But I'm also grateful to say that I'm back, and that 2015 has already started out to be way better than 2014, and you will be hearing from me soon. So anyway, recently I was having a consultation with one of my KemeTones clients, and we were checking out her chart. And it started me thinking about how in the Western or the Babylonian system, they have this crazy thing called houses. And I'm a self-taught astrologer, and I have to be honest with you, I never understood the house system at all. And I just really chose not to deal with it. Now, my teacher in the Astrology 13 sidereal system, Vasilis Kanatas, he doesn't even use the house system. He agrees with me. It doesn't make any sense. So anyway, I was looking at my client's chart, and it dawned on me that the Bagua will fit perfectly on our astrology charts. Now, if you're not familiar with the Bagua, I want to direct you to the Cosmic Sound Healing free video series, where one of the modules I talk about the African origins of traditional Chinese medicine. Now, this includes the I Ching and Feng Shui as well. And the Bagua is the way that we can bring order to our lives. I'm not going to go into it here right now. But the exciting news is that at HeruScopes, we're going to start using the Bagua in place of the crazy convoluted house system. So if you've already received your HeruScopes, please drop me a line so I can make this adjustment. The second great announcement I have about HeruScopes, thanks to this addition of the Bagua to the HeruScopes chart, is this new process. There's a 4-step system for HeruScopes. Now, the first step is if you're just going to get your chart, the visual chart and then I will add the HeruScopes analysis. And you can do this also from the HeruScopes handbook and resource guide, which is available at my website, tachia.wordpress.com. Soon that handbook will be available to you in an ebook guide, so you can just print it out and keep it with you. The second step in the HeruScope process is your detailed reading and analysis. This is when I go over your chart and step by step I break down all the Netedu or the Orisha that are associated with your HeruScope. And this might include some hekau, some chanting, some singing, maybe some herbs you need to take. It really just depends. And the third step in the HeruScope process will be your one-on-one consultation. This could take anywhere between, it's usually an hour. It could go longer. It just depends on the complexity of your chart. And the fourth step in your HeruScope journey would be to combine your HeruScopes with a KemeTones treatment. And that's when the tuning forks that I would choose for your sound healing treatment will be based on your HeruScopes chart. I'd also like to explain a little bit about the process that I use when I develop your reading and analysis of your HeruScopes chart. Now, I don't use the astrologer's ephemeris for HeruScopes because the astrologer's ephemeris is based on an illusion. It's not based on anything in nature. The Western astrology system is completely man-made. And again, if you want more information on this, I direct you to the Cosmic Sound Healing video series. So when I do a HeruScopes, I go to the NASA website and I use the NASA ephemeris, which is based on the actual motions of the sun and the planets and the other heavenly bodies across the constellations. And this includes Ophiuchus. Now, this takes quite a bit of time. It's not like I just punch in your data and this pretty chart comes up. I consult the Netedu, I go into meditation, I do my own spiritual practices and chanting, etc. So it's not just a 2-minute process. It takes, quite a bit of time. And I also consult the Olmec Count, also known as the Mayan Count, which is a galactic system. It's not really, astrology like with the constellations and the cycles of the moon. It's actually based on the orbit or the cycle of the Milky Way galaxy. And then the third resource that I check out is the Vedic system, which is from India. This system is also considered sidereal because it is based on the motion of the planets and the sun across the constellations. However, with the Vedic system, they choose to ignore Ophiuchus. And I personally feel Ophiuchus is one of the most important constellations at this time in our life because the awakening up to the existence of Ophiuchus by humanity at this time in our lives symbolizes the embracing of natural healing and the return to our natural state of health. Ophiuchus symbolizes health. Ophiuchus is the only constellation that represents an actual human being that existed. And Ophiuchus symbolizes HOTEP, the master healer from Kemet. So it's crucial that Ophiuchus be included in our astrological system. So that's a little bit more detail about the HeruScopes process. So I'm so grateful that you were able to check out this little video and, get a little bit of juiced about HeruScopes. And if you're really interested and excited about this new development at HeruScopes, please click on the link below. And so with that, I'd like to leave you with Ankh Uja Seneb, which means life, vitality, and health. HOTEP.